Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IAS. In this new video 3-minute series for Prelims, we'll be discussing about the PICTS Act of 1784. The Regulating Act of 1773 has some defects, and therefore to correct the defects, the PICTS Act of 1784 has been passed by the British Parliament in London. Therefore, the name of PICTS Act is named after the British Prime Minister William Pitt, who designed the Act. Some of the problems in the Regulating Act are the British government could not control all the activities that are undertaken by the English East India Company in India. They only had a supervision work, that is, they cannot advise or order the East India Company to undertake any affairs. And also the laxes provided by the East India Company in reporting the affairs of India has also made the British government realize to undertake more supervision and regulating powers for themselves rather than being merely a supervisory body. Therefore, some of the provisions of the PICTS India Act of 1784 are: it distinguished between the commercial and the political functions of the company, and it also allowed the Court of Directors to manage the commercial affairs, but created a new body called the Board of Control, which has members of the British Parliament to manage the political affairs, and this led to the establishment of a double government, where the commercial activities are decided by the Court of Directors, that is the Board of Directors of the English East India Company, while the political affairs are decided by the Board of Control, which has members from the British Parliament. It also empowered the Board of Control to supervise and direct all the operations of the civil and military government and revenues of the British possessions in India. Therefore, on the paper, Board of Control has more powers than compared to the Court of Directors in India. And some of the important outcomes of this PICTS Act of 1784 was that the company's territories from now onwards were called the British possessions in India. Earlier, they were called only territories in India. Now, the British government was given the supreme control over the company's affairs and its administration. Therefore, this led to the direct involvement of the British Crown in Indian affairs, which eventually led to the centralization of British India and ultimately leading to Crown capturing the state of Indian affairs. Now let us solve this question. Consider the following statements regarding PICTS Act 1784. The Act established the office of Secretary of State for Affairs in India. The Court of Directors had powers to supervise military affairs in India. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is D, none, as we have just discussed that the Act did not establish the office of Secretary of State. Rather, it established the Board of Control for supervising the military and political affairs of the company in India. Therefore, statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2 is also wrong because the Court of Directors had no powers to supervise the military affairs. Rather, it was the Board of Control which has the powers. Therefore, the correct answer is D, none. Thank you.